Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you guys want to check out my social media or check out a badass kick-ass original story, check out the links down in the description below. Hope you enjoy the video. So I'm actually going to redo this review because I actually went into too much talking about some certain scenes in this film. And I kind of just want to hold back on that a little bit, but sort of explain it in sort of a smaller way. But I done my review for David Cronenberg's Videodrome, and I was a fan of the film. You know, I thought it had some good moments, but I had a hard time getting into it. And I will admit, you know, I needed a rewatch. I do need a rewatch for it. I don't care to admit that. But another film that me and my wife checked out, she saw it at Walmart, and this is a Vestron video edition for this film. And I actually think it's pretty cool because it reminds me a lot of the film Michael Rooker was in, Slither, which inspired me to want to check that out again. But the film that I'm talking about is David Cronenberg's feature-length debut, Shivers. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. There's like there's like three or four things that I want to talk about when it comes to this film. Now, I'm going to talk about the beginning of the film. The beginning of the film, I'm not going to lie, I had a hard time getting into it. I had a very hard time getting into the beginning of this film. If you don't know what this film is about, it's about these parasites that are getting into these individuals, and they're kind of taking them over and making them sort of sex crazed lunatics inside of this one building. And that's basically the premise. And you're kind of watching these characters deal with that. And it's entertaining. It really is. Now, I did have a hard time for the first, I would say probably first 25 minutes of the film, the first part of the film. I thought it was slow and boring, and I had a hard time getting into it. But the second and third acts are absolutely fantastic. They're fast paced. They're very entertaining, sometimes very tense, very well directed. It, like I said, Shivers is a worthwhile film, and I think it's a very strong directorial debut. Now, one of the things that I did talk about when I was doing my review for this before, there are two scenes that actually get under my skin and piss me off, and I'm a very open-minded person. I don't get offended. I don't get bothered, you know, I really don't. And I understand stories. I get it. I understand. If you wonder why I hold this up, I don't know why. I need to get like a little stand. I'm thinking about getting a little stand. I don't know when I get like a new setup or something just to put the movie on. But I understand stories and creativity and how precious stories are. And like I said, if you want to put this in a film, that's fine. It's not going to bother me. I get it, you know, like there are situations, you know, that happen, especially with underage and people that are overage, you know, like there's situations that happen in the world. And there are, you know, movies that touch upon that, and I have no problem with that. You know, I feel like that's a very important thing to talk about. So don't think that when I say this, it's just, you know, it's a story element that got under my skin, because it's not. Like I said, I don't really get bothered when I watch films. I just watch films to watch them. It was more so the behind the scenes of it, because there are scenes in this film that do, I believe, they involve underage, you know, girls doing certain stuff, and I did not like that. Now, obviously, it was fine, I guess, because it got a home media release and it hasn't been cut. And I'm not going to describe those scenes because I don't want this video, you know, to get flagged or to piss anybody off. Damn. Sometimes whenever I let my voice just get ahead of me, my southernness just comes out so much, and then I'm not country by any means. It's just my voice. I've said that before in videos, but I did just now have to explain myself because that was kind of rough. But anyway, but I just didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't sit well with me. I feel like they're probably, you know, from a direction standpoint, I felt like there could have been another way to do it, or from an editing standpoint. And from the editing standpoint, I mean, cut those parts out because they last a split second, and I don't think that they're integral to the story. So, I mean, that's my opinion. And like I said, I hope I'm not pissing you off saying that, because I get it. I know some people are like, oh, don't be so sensitive about it. It's just a movie. And I get that. And for the story, I understand whatever. Tell what story you want to do. Like I said, stories are precious. You know, but creativity, I get it. Some people have their brainchild and they want to make it. It was just more so the behind the scenes. I wish there would have been, I wish the actors would have been a little bit A little bit older, but anyway, that I'm not going to talk about that anymore. That was just my opinion on it. But yeah, Shivers is a good film. I think it's a very strong directorial debut. And if you do like David Cronenberg, it is worth the watch. It is a interesting film. It's bloody, it's gory, it's controversial, it's spicy, and sometimes it's not so spicy. But Shivers is a a good film to watch at 88 minutes, I believe. It's a film that doesn't take up a lot of your time, but feels a lot longer than it actually is in a good way. And it had a really good ending too, so I really did enjoy it. And like I said, I do like David Cronenberg as a director. I think he is a good director. I think he's a great director. But like I said, there's just some films that I like, some films that I don't like. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review or discussion. If you did, leave a thumbs up, maybe subscribe. Let me know what you thought of Shivers down in the comments below. I hope you guys are staying safe wherever you're at, and I'll see you guys next time.